Hi guys, welcome to my channel and thank you for stopping by. Matthew over at Model Car Videos and Jason from Blue Ox Model Shop, they asked a couple of questions. Why do we build the kind of model kits that we build? Why do we build the models that we build? What is it that inspires us? And I don't know guys, if you realize you really put your hands in the bee's nest there on that one, because that is actually some very hard questions to answer. I have been thinking about it since I saw your videos, and Jason especially, he mentioned that he would like to see us do some videos and answer those questions. And okay, I'll try. But before I try, I want to show you a couple of cool shop cards. Well, the first shop card, before I show you, I want to mention a few of the very nice things that the guy, he writes on the back here. He writes that this YouTube stuff is new to him, but he like what he sees from the modeling community, and I can agree about that. Great builds and good-hearted people, absolutely. And then he actually says that my presence and my modeling skills inspired him to step out of his comfort zone and take a chance at this. I really appreciate that very, very much. Just to hear that it made everything I did worthwhile until now. So I'm very grateful for that. And he says that we are building this model community one model at a time, and that's absolutely correct. And who is this guy? Well, that is William from Rods. I hope I pronounce it correctly. And he actually has some very nice videos on his channel. And as he mentioned himself, he's new to this. So I really urge you guys, please go and visit his channel and subscribe to his channel. Let's give him a very good start in the YouTube community. Thank you very much for the card, William. Thank you very much for the very nice words. I really appreciate it. I really do. And the next one, I think you know this guy, Craig over from Craig's Corner. He sent me some shop cards also, and with very nice words on the back, and I really appreciate that, Craig. I'm very thankful for that. And he made, you can see here, a Ford dealership. I'm not even sure it's models, but I think it's some of his models. It looks very nice. 3 Mustangs and a Ford pickup truck. And beside that, there's another card, also with a Mustang and with a, is that a Challenger? Yeah, TA Challenger. Very nice cards. It looks very real. So I thank you very much, Craig, for the cards and for the kind words. I really appreciate it. And normally I don't show the stamps on the envelopes when I receive shop cards, but the one I got from Craig's Corner, I want to show you those stamps on that envelope, because take a look at that. 69 AMC Javelin, it says. I don't think it looks like a Javelin. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, 69 Mustang, 69 Camaro, and 67 Cougar, my favorite year of the Cougar. Very nice stamps, so that's cool. So if you don't know Craig, go and visit his channel also. He has a lot of cool videos, Craig's Corner. And go to Rods and subscribe to him also. Let's give him a good start in the YouTube community. Thank you very much, guys, for the shop cards and for the very kind words. Well, to get to the question, why do we build the model kits we build? Where do we get the inspiration from? What is it that drive our urge to build those specific models and not other models? Let me just say first that I have to agree with Jason that I think that this hobby can actually be a passion, and I think it is for me. I love every aspect about this hobby. Getting new kits, that's unfortunately not so often. It happens now due to the economic situation all over the world. So it's not so often. But anyway, getting new kits, getting new stuff, new materials, new tools, whatever. Having your collection grow, but of course also building the models and also to get the ideas to, my head is always filled with thoughts and ideas about this kit or that kit. What can I do? And the inspiration can come from a lot of crazy places. I don't think any of you, or not many of you at least, know that I'm also a paranormal investigator. I have my own group, paranormal research group, and I have that, or team it's called, I guess, and I have that for more than 20 years. So I'm also very interested in the paranormal, and some of the places that are best for paranormal researches or investigations are actually places like hospitals, mental asylums, and places like that, where there's been a lot of suffering and dark feelings, dark emotions, dark energies. And here in Denmark, we are not so lucky that those places get left after they closed. Either they will be torn down or they will be rebuilt into something else. But I always had that fascination for especially mental asylums. I think that it is a dark chapter of mankind's history, the way we treated the patients and like that. But also interesting and kind of exciting also. And what I'm trying to say is that was actually what inspired me to build my latest build, the Monogram 37 Ford panel delivery, that I built as a mental insane asylum transport, you might say. So that came from my hobby as a paranormal investigator. But there are a lot of places you can get the inspired from, and Matthew and Jason actually mentions some of the things that I think plays a big role in what kits you want to build. For instance, nostalgic reasons, your childhood. What did you build in your childhood? And I can show you one of the kits, for instance, that is very special to me. The Monogram 55 Chevy Street Machine. This was actually not this specific one, but the one the same was actually the first car kit I ever built. And that meant, of course, that this one has a special place in my heart, and I have 3 or 4 of them now. And funny enough, I didn't build it yet, but I have them, and one of them will, without any doubt, be built box stock, like I did back then. So the reason this one have a special place in my heart is absolutely nostalgic reasons from my childhood, memories. So and I have a lot of other kits that also I have relations from my childhood to those kits, and that's why they still have a special place in my heart. I think that's a big part of the reason we choose the kits to build that we do choose. Also, simply kits or models of cars that we love. Here in Denmark, we cannot build really wild hot rods. They are not street legal. But if we could, this one, for instance, would be one of my dream cars. I think this one looks so cool. And you can see it a little closer here. And if I had the money, and if it could be street legal in Denmark, I would drive something like this in the summer times. No doubt about that. I love this car, and of course, because I love this car, I want to build it as a model. So that's simply because I love the subject that's on the box. And sometimes I think also the box art plays a big role, because some box arts are more appealing than others. We all know that, and we have different references for that. But I like this box art very much, and of course that's helps draw me even further into this model. So that's the reason I want to build this model. That is because I simply love the car. I love the way it looks, and I would so much drive this one if I had the chance to do it, the money, and if it could be street legal in Denmark. So I think that's also a thing that plays a big role. And of course, why not? It's like that all over with anything in life. I think if you see something that you really love, of course you want it. That's that's normal. And then I remember Matthew, at least, he mentioned something about the value of the kids, and I don't know how much of a big, how big a role that plays, but it depends on, I think, how you define value, because I can show you another kit that I want to build. This one here. And I know this one is an expensive kit. This one is mint in box. It's an expensive kit. And when I found it, I had the chance to buy it for a very reasonable price. And of course I bought it right away, but I didn't buy it because it was normally expensive and I could get it very cheap. That's not the excitement for me. I don't care how much this model is worth. If I want to build it, I build it. I'm a builder, not a collector, so the kits I buy them because I want to build them. But of course it's a very rare kit. It's a car I like. And when I get the chance to get it very cheap, of course I will get it. But for me, it doesn't matter anything if the kit's normally sold for 30 bucks, 80 bucks, 300 bucks. I don't care. But it's rare, and I had the chance to get it, and that's the reason that I bought it. And the same goes for this one, the Ron Rambulance, also from Johan. This one was even sealed when I got it, and I have never seen a sealed Ron Rambulance before. I found it actually here in Denmark. And the same story, I got it for next to nothing. And I think it's a very cool model, and I want this model. And when I suddenly had the chance to get it, because I know how rare it is, of course I bought it. Again, I don't care if this one sells normally for 50 bucks, 100 bucks, 600 bucks. I don't care. That's not important to me. The first thing I did when I got the kit home, was to remove the sink wrap, because I want to take a look inside. I want to build this one. I'm a builder. So again, I don't think it's the value, but the kits are very expensive because they are very rare, and that's why it's difficult to say, is it the value, is it that it's a very rare kit. For me, it's not the value. I don't care. There's also very rare kits that I would never buy, even if I got them for free. I would say no thanks. For instance, this one, the Elegant Farmer. I'm sorry guys, but I think this is a ridiculous build. Both the real one, and I think it's a waste of plastic to make it as a model kit. Respect to you guys who like this kit. It doesn't mean anything to me, and even if somebody wanted to give me for free, I would say no thank you. Give it to somebody who will appreciate it, because it's not for me, that kit. And I don't care if it's worth $100, $500, or whatever. I wouldn't take it, because that's just not my kind of kit. So give it to somebody who can value it much more than me. So it's a mix of, if a kit is rare, for instance, if you like the model, and if you have some childhood memories of it. This one here, I forgot to mention, by the way, the Marlin. I remember my big brother, he had the Marlin not as a model kit, but as a toy car, a red Marlin, and I loved that car when I was small. And back then I didn't know anything about cars. I didn't know from which country it was. I didn't know the brand, the name of the car or anything. I just loved that car. So of course that's also plays a role in this one. So I think it's actually a big mix of things that makes us want to buy and to build the kits that we do. And sometimes it's very strange things that you connect to that kit, and that's why you have a special feeling for that kit. And I simply think that's the way it is, at least for me. If I should answer it in a short way, which is very difficult, I know that. I'm sorry, this is getting to be a long video, but I would say the models I like, the models I think are cool, the models I would like to drive for real, and the models that wakes up some nice memories for me from way back. That's what I built first and forward. And then also, of course, all my crazy and crooked ideas that I dream up sometimes. So a big mix, difficult to give a simple answer. This is the closest I can get. So I will stop rambling on now, and and just say thank you for watching the video if you did come this far. And I will see you in my next one. So take care until then, guys. See you. Bye bye.